So my husband and I used to go driving around looking at houses on the weekends just for fun, looking at them like after hours, before we had kids. We would just kind of like drive around looking for places that we might want to live. And we would turn down this one street, and when you turn down the street, at the very end of the street, straight ahead, was a house with a big sun at the top. And I loved this house. I like fantasized about it. I thought it was the best thing. I always had him drive by it, right? Well, we got pregnant and we just had so much going on. We kind of like it left our interest. We weren't doing that anymore. And lo and behold, he gets on Zillow and he finds out that that house is now up for sale. Well, this house had always stuck in my mind, not only because I loved it so much, but in front of it was a truck that was parked. And the truck had a very specific, like, sticker on the back. It had like a lasso and it said something very specific. And this person worked where I worked. They parked in the CEO's spot of where I worked. So I know that this house is correlated to this truck, right? Well, we're like, let's go look at the house and just like drive by, not like go walk through it or anything. We're like, let's go look and see it. You see it up for sale. So we drive by, we turn down the street, and at the end of the street, it's not the house with the sun. It's not the house that's up for sale. It's the same truck parked in front of the house, but it's this run down, weird house that does not have a sun at the top. And the house with the sun, you turn down that same road, and it's down on your right. Never would I have even noticed the house because it was smack dab in the middle, right? And so I am calling everybody. I am like, where is this house? People who've lived in this town longer than me, my cousin, I'm like, where is this house? What is going on? And she tells me it's down on the right. She says that's where it's always been. And I am nearly in tears. I'm calling my sister-in-law. I'm talking to my husband, and I'm like, don't you remember that it was at the end of the street? And he's like fighting himself. I can see him. He's like trying to figure out, like, what? It was at the end of the street, right? He knows it was at the end of the street, but I can see him like kind of losing it a little bit. And he's like, yeah, it was always at the end of the street. We always drove by it. I mean, how else would he have known that I loved it, right? I am still to this day totally confused